Welcome back to Aska. Where I noticed that the last video, the audio was super loud, or the music was super loud, so I kind of lowered it a little bit. But anyway, so today, our guy over here, he's somewhere off in non-law land over there. Hopefully, he's going to be taking care of this well over here. Oh, yeah, that's where he's going. So today we want to get up our pit setup. That's what we want to work on. That way we can get him cutting wood instead of us. And then we can get started on other things. So we're going to go ahead and help him and assist him in this endeavor. One of the things we want is we do want a working pit, the 3 working pits up and running. So that would be the stone cutter's pit, the wood cutter's pit, and the gatherer's pit. And the reason why we want that as soon as we can is that way we can get the workshop pit and we can get some of the bigger tools up and running. So, do we have the rope? We have the rope and we have some of the sticks. What we need is some of the logs. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to pin that recipe and let's get started. Now he's going to work on some of the other projects as well. Like the range hood for the barbecue and the other shelter, which we're going to need for the other guy. Let's go ahead and gather these materials. And there, he's already helping me out. So we're going to go ahead and take this to this thing over here, which I think needs it. Well, this just needs a rope. And does this need it? No, this needs rope and bark. So we were not needed in this case. Now we need a bunch of sticks. He's going to gather sticks. Let's take out another young fir. We're going to need it anyway. There you go. And he's already building. Now the next step, I think there's 3 states to that, so it's going to need some more work. There's the other state. Oh, no, it's 1 state. Okay, never mind. All right, good. What does this need? We need more sticks. Go ahead and gather more sticks. And garlic as a food source. I'm going to be getting hungry soon. Sticks. And dwarf spruce. So, even though we're not going to be occupying every single one of those pits, we want them up as soon as possible. And the reason why I want them up as soon as possible is that's going to give us the ability to craft the better tools, even if we don't have somebody working on that. We definitely want that ability. Right. I think I have enough sticks for this? Let me see. We do. Okay. Okay. And that's going to need a bunch of bark. But while he's doing that, I don't remember. I think this area is pretty safe. Maybe we should actually explore it really quick. Let's explore it really fast and get some more food and possibly some more Jotun blood for the next guy. He's got 2 minutes until he shows up, so might as well. Oh, we got. So, mushrooms, they come out after rain. So every time it rains is actually a good thing because you're going to have the ability to gather a bunch of mushrooms. Some of the mushrooms, which I think one of the ones that I picked, yeah, that's a great mushroom. Great mushrooms cause you to hallucinate if you eat them raw. So you're going to want to cook them in that barbecue whenever we make the barbecue. All right, let me grab this Jotun blood. And I broke my pick. So I'm not gathering as much Jotun blood as I thought I was. Did we get any rocks off of this? We did. Okay. Maybe I have enough to build another one. Just need some sticks. Yeah, I finished using up all together. Come on. Give me some sticks, man. Nothing? There's not a single dwarf thing anywhere around here. That is... Oh, there it is. Okay, there we go. There, we're going to go ahead and build that stone pickaxe. That way we can continue harvesting this Yelton bud. One thing you're going to notice at the top of the screen, our compass has way too many icons, and you can turn those off in the map. So once this guy, or once she has no more energy, I'll stop and actually open that up and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so honestly, you don't need all this stuff on here, right? You don't need the Eye of Odin. You don't need the water well. The thing that you want the most is the campfire. Once you have the campfire, you have all the information you need to know where you're going. Later on, when you have more than one location, you'll maybe want to turn that on, or when you have a sled or a cart, you want to have that on. That way you know where to find the cart. But again, that's easily fixed by just turning the things on and off. All right, so now we have another builder. Well, I'm sure we don't have enough materials, so I'm gonna grab this stuff and let's go back home. Taking this big old rock with us. Oh. Yeah, if you eat while holding a big item, you're going to drop it on the ground. All right, now everything should technically be built. But we're going to want to build another shelter. Let's build it here. Oh, wrong thing. So you really want to always try to have something for them to do as much as possible, right? Now let's assign somebody here really quick. We're going to manage, or assign, sorry. You are a woodcutter. There we go. That's our woodcutter. So now he's going to go and start gathering materials. That's awesome. And then we're going to make some rope. We have a lot of fiber, so we're definitely going to have plenty of rope to make. It's awesome. And actually, here, I'm going to trade with you, buddy. Come here. Here's some rope. Hold on to it. Do what you need to do with it. All right. Now, do I have enough for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I do. We're going to go ahead and activate that. You got Green Thumb, Daylight Devotion, Resilient Surge, Daylight Devotion. Interesting. We're going to want to get a farm up as soon as possible, something that I failed to do in my stream. So, to get the farm, you have to get up a Gatherer's Hut. And the Gatherer's Hut is the upgraded version of the Gatherer's Pit, okay? So the reason I went exploring in this direction was to see if it was relatively safe. That way, when I put the Gatherer's Pit down, I can put a flag over here, because they're going to need to spread out pretty much, almost instantly. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to get the Gatherer's Pit right here. And there is some argument to be had about maybe putting down the Stonecutter's Pit first. Just because that means that I can also get the Workshop Pit faster. So I'm going to put down both. We are going to work on the Stonecutter's Pit, and I'm going to let them work on the Gatherer's Pit. Now, it's important to note we have smokers around, and smokers eat anything and everything, especially food. So just keep that in mind. They will get to your food, so what I'm actually going to end up doing is probably putting a fence around the Gatherer's Pit. That way they don't just eat all our food as soon as it gets brought in. Let's work on this. And actually, do I have a barbecue on that fire? I do not remember if we did that or not. Let's check. No, we do not. Okay, let's do that first. Barbecue, build. All right. We're going to manage this. Assign. Now she has a place to sleep. We're also going to give her the same schedule as Fiat. So Fiat, remember he has shift 1, which those shifts are going to change. I found a bit of a different way to do this. But for now, they're going to have shift 1. Okay? I'm going to work on this pit really quick. We really, really need it. Go ahead and grab these sticks while I'm here. That barbecue spit will allow us to cook food, and cooked food is better than raw food. It lasts longer as well, so. And again, I could totally just trim down one of the existing structure, or one of the existing materials to get more of this stuff, but we're going to need all of this material anyway, so it doesn't make sense to just drop it, or just to trim it down like that. They're going to need a bunch of bark, they're going to need a bunch of long sticks, they're going to need all this stuff, so. Okay. We need a bunch of sticks. Let's go get the sticks. And grab this gray mushroom. Alright, let's build it. I'm gonna grab something to eat. What does that mean? You're gonna get your own food? That's very rare. Alright. Oh, we don't have a lot of fuel for this fire. It's a good thing we just brought down a tree. Which didn't give us any firewood? What? Okay, well we're gonna turn this into firewood. I don't remember that ever being a thing. I'm pretty sure that the young firs are supposed to drop firewood. But of course I could be going crazy, you know? That's very possible. Alright. We're gonna keep rocking and rolling here. Well, let's go ahead and light this fire. And we'll cook some food. Excuse me. Now, one thing you gotta be careful, though, is... excuse me. They will, if they're hungry enough, they will come over to the spit and just take the food. Which, I gotta watch this guy to make sure he doesn't do that. Look at these guys, look. It says there's food out, you see that? All of them over here. Godly. I'm gonna have to set up a flimsy torch to keep them away. We got some cooked meals here. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and put this here. And let's continue working on... So actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna hold on to this because I feel a smoker stealing our food in the future. Look, they're already coming over here. You can't grab these guys. Unfortunately, your tool switching is very slow, so... See? Unless you have a knife. You might be able to pull this off. Let me see. Having some meat early on would be nice. Okay, I'm pretty sure I switched to my knife, and it just did that. Awesome. Yeah, I don't have a stamina buff, so I'm not going to be able to catch up to him. To get any kind of progress on that, you need to be able to catch up to them. Get a bunch more sticks. Actually, I'm going to pin this instead. I have the rope I need. I need sticks and logs. Which, look at that. My guys are already working on it. Awesome. And this is where that exponential portion of this starts, right? You being able to just... being able to go do other things while they gather materials for you is incredibly, incredibly useful. And sharing that load. Let's get this young fir down. And you're already going to notice that because we've gotten better at doing this, we're already starting to do it much faster. Alright, let's grab these sticks. have enough. We're gonna need some more. Oh, also, what's his face? He finished our little well. This thing holds a crap ton of water. It's super useful to build. If you can avoid breaking the stones that do that, it's better just to encase them and get the water out of them. They are very, very good for generating water. And having multiples around is good because not everybody will try to go to the same one, which does happen when they first wake up. Sticks. I would like this game to have a grab all of one kind. That would be so awesome. Alright, there's our stonecutter's pit. Build this. So now we need 8 bark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom. I didn't have to go around gathering it. All that supply was gathered for me, so I was able to build this very quickly. Boom. Alright, let's go take a nap real quick. Awesome. Right, now, do we have... We do not. Craggly bastards. Build this thing up. 3 resin, 1 long stick, and 3 small sticks. Alright, there's the resin. I'm gonna grab this box so I can turn into more rope. Look at this guy, look at this guy. I have a stamina buff now, sir. This is not going to go well for you. Oh, come on, game. Stamina buff is not that great. The one that you get when further down the line, you'll get a your own house called the Chieftain's Hut, I think. Let me see. Chieftain's House. In that one, the buff you get from that one is really, really good. No. I should honestly make some wood bow and wood arrows. That way I can keep on pecking at them until they pass. Once they get low enough, they actually start limping around, so you'll be able to just run up on them and get them. Buddy here's going to get working. This will keep these pesky smokers away for a bit. Okay. We don't have... Oh, I didn't have any. That's not exactly great, is it? At least one of these. Get my food up. It's a different one. Okay. There we go. Onion. So early on, you kind of want to keep your buildings relatively close. And the reason for that is they're easier to defend with less structures. That's one of the things that I did notice in my solo playthrough is defending your structures when they're very spread out can be kind of a pain. So, workshop pit. Actually, what do I need to make a... I need just feathers and... There's a lot of them, man. Holy moly. See if I can trap them all against one of these houses. There we go. There we go. New technique. Trap them up against the house. Okay. By the way, they will eat meat. So don't think that just because there's meat on the ground that they're not going to eat it. They will eat it. For sure. Also, I wasn't trying to sleep. I was trying to gather the stuff, but okay. Come on. They'll eat meat, and if they get into your other gathering sections, they'll rummage through it and make a mess. All right, those bones are like... they're just going to kind of hit that... this off. Oh, you're one of the ones I had already gotten. Hey, listen. I'm more than willing to get more. For sure. Right here. There we go. And I'm going to leave them right there. That way I don't have to skin them right now. That might seem savage, but it'll work. We got that gatherer's pit. I got to set that up now. That's going to really help with gathering food. Hey, hungry smokers. All right, I'm going to turn this on. I don't know if the torches, this is something I'm not sure of. I don't know if the torches help with the event smokers. But I do know that they help with the regular smokers. So, all right, I'm going to cook that. We're going to put another flimsy torch. I think the food is on this side. Or is it on both sides? Oh, by the way, so you place something down. You want to rebuild the same thing. You don't have to go back into the menu. Hit L, and that's probably something I should turn on. There's going to be a tooltip down at the bottom right above where your weapon is. That tells you that. If you hit L, you'll build the last thing you built. All right, come on. We can't cook garlic yet. We need a specific structure to cook garlic, unfortunately. That. Alright, let me give you a home. No, don't turn it off. Don't turn it off. Don't turn it off. Go. No, I don't want you to turn it off. Leave it on. We got hungry smokers around. I need this on. You crazy, crazy lady. Okay. Let's assign somebody to forge. I mean, you don't have forging skill, but you do. Piet. Piet has forging skills. Oh, what we can extinguish is this. We don't need this. Guessing we're short rope. Oh no, we're short sticks. Interesting. Here. I'm gonna give you this rope, because I can make more. And I'm gonna give you this food. Oh man, you took both of those. No, just one, man. I'm sorry. Can't have both. Alright, so there go the smokers. Let's get this, this Jotun blood right here. It's close by. You can't eat while working, by the way. Which is a bit amusing. Look at them all. Oh man. Once I get a hunter's hut, we're gonna have so much food. I'm so excited for that. In my my stream series, I did not settle next to any animals. So my guys have to go very far away to find any kind of food. And it has been very unfortunate. I'm gonna grab these. I'm not gonna grab these stones, the guys will grab those stones. I, however, going to grab this dwarf spruce because it's in my face, and I might as well. So I'll get 2 more, and then we could do. Actually, now that I have the stone thing, I can just dump my stone off in there, and I can dump the seeds in here. Right. There's one that I can dump seeds into. There we go. And this would be for vegetables. You're already starting to find some vegetables. So the next guy, I'm actually going to put him on cooking. That way we can cook our raw ingredients rather than just leaving them straight up raw. What's our lumber guy doing? Which I think, is it Embla or is it Fiat? I don't remember who is our woodcutter. Embla. So Embla, what's the deal here? What you doing? You finally gathering sticks? Seems like she is. 'Cause that's what we're short on, Embla. We need more sticks. I'm gonna go ahead and cut my own tree. Because Embla's taking a little bit too long to get started. Now, normally you do want to be constantly running that Jotun. The Eye of Odin. But trying to get this damn stick right on the floor there, and it wouldn't let me grab it. Awesome. So now we have our torches. I'm gonna go ahead and come up here, supply that, and help them build it. There we go. Now I can make the better tools. Yes, and I have a storage that I can chuck materials into. Here. Small materials. There you go. So what do I want? I want to build, or I want to make, sorry, a large pickaxe, which needs a bunch of stone blades. So all those rocks that I've been dumping on the ground, now they need to go in here. Also, let's pick up all these seeds. And we'll make some arrows as well. We should actually make some bone arrows. I think we should have enough bone for that, now that I think about it. First, stone blades, don't have enough. It's okay, we can just go ahead and take all this. Keep doing that. So these tools take a much bigger amount of materials to bake, but they're also much better. So it's worth it. Stick that all in there. So now we have one of the bigger pickaxes for when our regular pickaxe breaks. Let's dump all these seeds in here. And now that I have that, let's build... The Raven Altar allows you to turn into a bird with a mixture that you make inside it. It's okay. The flight is very short, so I wouldn't exactly recommend it. We got the workshop pit. We can do a warehouse. We're not going to do a warehouse right now, though. What I am going to make very early on is going to be barracks. Because we're going to want some defense very quickly. But for now, let's build ourselves here a wooden altar. Gives them something to look at for a little bit. And then let's go get some more Jotun blood. There's some over here. And we can summon our next guy. And then we'll talk about specifically how to make sure that you're getting the materials you need if you need to change something. So once I have the other guy summoned, I'll be right back. Alrighty, so we have enough for the next guy. Summer Angler, Steadfast Resolve, Stonebreaker. I don't think we have any Stonebreaker guys, do we? Let me see. What is your character? I want a next and back up here somewhere. So you're not a Stonebreaker. You are a Night Shadow. Oh, we have a Night Shadow. Nice. Yeah, I'm not worried about thatch. Don't worry about it. Okay, so we don't have any Stonebreakers. So we're going to go after this guy because he's a Stonebreaker. That's good to have, okay? Now, what's the purpose of this thing? This wooden altar. Whenever they go do leisure, they'll sit around and kind of hang out and stare at things. Sometimes those things will be the Eye of Odin, or sometimes they'll come and do the wooden altar. So this does help with their them feeling better about what's going on around them. So that's why that's a good thing to have, okay? Now we've done all that. We do need to have... Oh, we got a blood moon. That's not exactly great. But we should be okay. Oh, so when a blood moon happens, first blood moon, you're going to notice right at the top of my screen, there's an icon. That is where they're going to spawn from, okay? That is the direction that they're coming from, right here, okay? So pay attention to that. That way you know exactly where they're coming from. Okay? And these guys, they can be very easily kited. There's a heavy attack with right click. And then if you have a shield, you can block with, I believe it's Q. Okay. So that's that. And then that's it. So there is a certain amount of enemies that will spawn. If you're able to beat all those enemies, then you're golden. The blood moon will fade. Some blood moons, the spawns are so slow that you will not be able to beat them in time before the day shows up. So just keep that in mind. All right. I'm going to take a nap real quick. And then we'll cut up this guy and make him into meat. Because right now I'm sure these guys are just eating raw foods, which is not exactly great. It'd be really cool if I can move the carcasses around. Oh man. Got a bit of meat. This guy gave me 5? Nice. No. Get up. Wake up. Come. Let's ignite it. And then we are going to cook. There we go. Let's see here. Got any vegetables? Oh man, there's a lot of vegetables in here. A lot of onions we can cook. That's good. Very, very good. I'm gonna change your load, shift 1 and apply. And then we gotta build another shelter. If I can make it fit. Alright. I'm gonna cook some onions. Did I pick up feathers at all? I'm pretty sure I did. At one point or another, because I've gotten eggs. Oh, the feathers might be in here. Let's see. Open storage. Yeah, there we go. There are the feathers. You can grab some sticks so I can make some arrows as well. Look at these guys. Freaking vultures, man. Cooking them resets their spoil timer. And it also makes them last considerably longer. So, just as an FYI. Alright, now we have our bow. I'm going to go ahead and rearrange all this stuff because it's a mess right now. I'm going to keep this in here. And... no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep this here. Do I have 2 pickaxes? I do have 2 pickaxes. That is unfortunate. I have quite a bit of tools right now that I don't need to have. And boom. Oh, I think that resin torch went out. Not good. Should be some resin around here somewhere. Just random rope on the floor. Get out of here. Okay. Boom. We have a bunch of cooked food now that I can give to everybody individually. And if I really, really want to, I can hunt these guys down, but I'm not gonna. Alright, so now let's talk about specifically in the pits, how you can manage these guys. So if you go to tasks, you can see that she's got bark, long sticks, sticks, and thatch as collections, right? Right now, we don't have any source of thatch. That's fine. Honestly, you're never really going to have a source of thatch unless you go to the beach, and then they're going to clean it out anyway. As far as I know, thatch does not regrow. So you will always be hunting this resource down. At that point, it's better for you to just go get it yourself. It just ends up being much simpler than setting up a bunch of gathering spots that aren't going to do anything. Okay. Bark early on going to be very important because bark is going to be your source of fiber until you have a farm. Okay. And once we get this upgraded. So technically I can set this up to upgrade now, which I probably should. That way they can start gathering the bigger materials. But once you get this upgraded, you'll also be able to do fiber because you'll have a spot to put fiber in. And what they'll do is they'll go and grab bark off the ground, turn it into fiber, and then bring it back. Now, if you have that as a priority, what'll happen is they're going to turn bark straight into fiber. They're going to turn logs into bark and then turn that bark into fiber. And so you'll never get logs really stacking up here, which depending on the situation, that is both good or bad. Maybe you need more bark and fiber and you really don't need as many logs at the moment. That's okay, but you have to be cognizant of that they're going to do that for a while, okay? And then the same thing here, we can tell them to gather specific things, berries, carrots, mushrooms, all this kind of stuff, right? They're going to be very low priority on gathering seeds. I want to up this right here, okay? I'm going to make fiber a very high priority. That way, when they do see fiber, they go after it first and foremost. Fiber is going to be so incredibly important, especially early on. And then for the Stonecutter's hut, once you have people here, it's going to give you large stones and small stones. You don't really want to mess with that because you're going to need large stones and you're going to get small stones from getting large stones anyway. You really don't want them cutting up your stones to gather more small stones. It just doesn't, it's not very needed, okay? Now that we have all that, technically, we can get the Gatherer's Hut, which is what we're going to need to get the farm. I want the farm as soon as I can. The farm is going to make things so much easier. But more importantly, I'm going to go ahead and set up this cart to be built, because that will allow me to carry 3 large items plus a bunch of smaller and medium items rather than just 1 large item. That way when I go to do on Jotun runs, I can bring a lot of that stone back, a lot of those materials back, and be a lot more efficient, okay? So we're going to need large logs for this. We currently do not have large logs, and we currently can't get them. But if we go down here to the workshop, and depending on whether or not we have the materials, we just need a bunch of stone blades, which I don't think we have. Oh, we do. Okay. So we're going to craft the stone blades, and then we're going to make ourselves the large stone axe. Okay. Now, this is what's going to allow us to work on those really, really big materials. Okay. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's so ballsy. Okay, so big materials would be this big guy. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut him down, and let's see what we get from him. It's gonna take considerably longer to cut this down than it would. Oh my God, he's a lumberer too. Jesus, this guy's like mixed into everything. So I'm actually gonna assign him almost immediately to do stone cutting, because we're going to need a lot of stone cutting. So let me actually get him to come over here. I'm going to assign him really quick. Currently he's a builder. We're going to switch you to stone cutter, and then we're going to give you one of the extra pickaxes that I have that I don't need. Alright, so let's trade here. Here. I'm going to give you both of those. Go ahead and use them. Alright, let's continue on this big old tree. Okay. And just the same, it's going to drop to fell the tree, and then you got to clean it up. And as you can see, this takes even considerably longer than the young firs. All right, but now we got our big old logs. So let's do that. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Okay, and then we need the small sticks, the ropes, and other stuff. Okay, let me talk to you real quick. You got a bunch of berries on you. I'm gonna give you yeah, let's transfer 2. Okay, here you go. Starting to get hungry. There you go. That should solve that problem. Oh, you still have one of the cooked mushrooms? And just 2. Here you go. Alright, and then we got our new guy. Our new guy will not need food anytime soon, but I might as well give it to him. That way I can empty it out of my pocket. Come here. Come here. Here you go, buddy. So he stuffed his pockets full of berries, but it's not gonna work out, man. Sorry. Right. So what do we need for this? We still need rope. We still need sticks. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some of these, some of this bark. And grab 10, because that'll be 10 fiber. Then I can turn that 10 fiber into 5 rope. I'm 1 fiber short of being able to make another 5 rope. So, oh shit. There we go. Rope early on is going to be your biggest consumable. And that's why fiber is so incredibly important. We have 1 Jotun stone. Let's go ahead and drop that off here. Good. We're going to have that ready to go. Now, hopefully they don't turn this off. They do like turning these things off, because this is going to keep the smokers out of the food. I would like a menu that lets me like toggle this to whether or not it's going to stay on or if they're going to turn it on automatically. I think that would be a really good idea. Just as an FYI. Okay, we're going to need rope for this, right? There you go. So the rope is done. Go to this guy here. I'm going to go ahead and hit T, go to these storages, and offload anything I don't need currently. Don't need any of this stuff, okay? Awesome. It has a death wish, man. That's too far. I'm wasting arrows here, but it does lower their health, which makes it easier later on to fight them. So, it's not that big of a deal. As far as I know, there is crit damage, so you want to try to hit them in the face, if you can. Okay, so we got this stuff leveling up, which is going to need big rocks, big sticks, big stuff. Okay, now my lumber guy is going to need his own axe, own fully proper axe. So let's go ahead and craft him a full axe. That way he can start bringing in bigger materials. What am I missing here? Sticks. Which I don't exactly have. So let's get this down. And as you can see already, yes, I'm still having to do some manual labor, but that's to be expected considering what we're doing right now and the fact that we're tiering up. And when you're tiering up, they don't have all of the stuff that they would need to make that happen. So it kind of makes sense. I'm already hearing her cut down another tree. So there's the tier up material. I want some sticks. Okay, I got the sticks I wanted. That'll make it so that I can give her a proper axe. And she will default to a smaller axe if she has one in her inventory. Oh, where'd she go? Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Where are you? Here is a proper axe. Actually, I think... Oh no, the other one's in my hand. Okay. There you go. So now she's got a proper axe. She'll get some working and getting stuff done. I need this thing built up though, so that we can make that a possibility. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Just kind of encourage the build process, if you will. We might need... Oh no, we got one right here. Awesome. All right. Let's go ahead and build this up. Now, I do have, I believe one of my guys is still homeless. So let's go ahead and deal with that real quick. All right, our stonecutter is no longer homeless. Stonecutter also needs his schedule adjusted. There we go. So they're going to hang out here for a little bit. But now that everybody's got their tools, everybody's got their stuff, we're already starting to see a growth in how we can gather materials, right? So we're getting food constantly, so we're not having to go hunt down the food. We're getting veggies we can cook. So I'm going to go ahead and grab these onions and cook them up, right? And now that we have this thing built, they're going to start gathering firewood. This is something we weren't gathering before. We're going to start gathering logs, big fat logs. We're going to start gathering fiber and resin, okay? So that's where resin gets stored. Now, because we have resin, I'm going to go in here and I'm actually going to turn the resin down. I don't need a lot of resin. I don't want them to focus on resin, and I don't want them to fill that inventory space with resin. I would rather them use that inventory space for something else. So not having resin there as an option is a good idea, okay? And again, I have to turn these back on because they'll turn it off, unfortunately. All right. Which one are you? It's already hurt. You're already hurt, and you've gotten plenty of them on you. Oh, that was close. Here we go. Wait. All right, she's slowing down. Might as well take the range damage. That way I can build that up. All right. All right. Go ahead and grab all of my materials off the ground. All these arrows that I put into them. And we'll go ahead and break down this tree stump so I can take it as fuel and cook this meat. But yeah, now you're starting to see the process, right? So you want to upgrade your guy. That's going to open your ability to carry more stuff. She's already starting to break down big trees. On the next guy that we call in, I will probably set him up as a workshop worker. And then the next guy after that, we'll set him up as a, to deal with the barbecue. For the, Jesus, really? You trying to murder me? Yeah, Lee. So she's like, right now she's complaining that she doesn't have anything to do. That's fine. We got you. That's something we can definitely give you something to do. There's your gatherer's hut. And then we can also set up another shelter to be built. Right down here. Okay. Let's go ahead and fuel this up. We'll cook this meat. Give him something to do. Gonna add some more fuel to the fire. Ultimately, we're trying to work towards... No, don't put that in there. Oh, too late. Okay. We're trying to work towards two very important buildings. Okay? Technically three. We're trying to work towards the farm. We're trying to work towards the hunter's hut. And we're trying to work towards a barracks, which is right here, okay? Because this will allow us to do patrol routes, and patrol routes are important for making sure that these guys don't go unhappy, because they'll start to feel unsafe. See, feel unsafe in my own house, please build some defenses. So that'll be the thing we got to work on almost instantly. And the way we're going to do that is we're actually going to build a barracks, which this is perfectly appropriate considering these guys are being annoying here. Where is it? Here. We're going to build barracks right here. Okay. Barracks need a lot of materials. They're going to take us some time to build. That's fine. Oh, crap, the food. Let's put that there. Too high. I don't know why I keep finding rope on the floor. Oh man, that would have been a shot right there. Okay, we need to establish a new foraging marker. I did say we're going to put one around here, so it should be perfect. Give me a second, buddy. Damn, twice. Nice. I definitely don't want... Oh, food. Want them anywhere near our food, so I'm going to turn this on again. Now, I did... Okay, I already stripped it. I was like, I know I'm pretty sure that I got one already. What happened to it? Go ahead and build a food foraging marker right here. And we will supply it. We'll grab this garlic. If I grab these two spruce saplings, we can go ahead and immediately, the moment he wakes up, he can start gathering resources. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. I see some flax we can gather that he'll be able to gather himself. So definitely good. Okay. Go ahead and supply. We're going to build it, which my hammer's probably going to break either during or at the end of this. Yep. Damn it. The materials are already in, so it's going to get constructed the moment these guys wake up. Okay. So there is a little bit of manual input still, and that is to be expected. We're still technically still very early on. That right there was a crit. That's also a crit. Oh, that one was close. Let's see if we can get my arrows back. Look. Look at him. You sneaky little bugger, you. Alright. Alrighty. But, oh, somebody ate a raw mushroom. Don't eat raw mushrooms. What's the matter with you? Why do you even have a raw mushroom, man? So sleep time and leisure time is a good time to start picking at them and taking their stuff. Because they'll grab random crap, they'll stuff it in their pocket, and they won't eat it. So, here we go. More cooked food. But yeah, so you kind of seeing the progress, right? So now we're going up to level 2s. Once we have another person, we can assign them over there, And then I will actually show you guys in the next video how that works, how that assignment and how I set it up so that I can try to maintain as much resources going and stuff going as possible. So anyway, until next time, say goodbye to the lovely annoying smokers. See ya.